Hey everybody, welcome to our show this week. We've got a great show. We've got actually quite a bit of stuff going on. We're going to start off this week doing a little bit of duck hunting. We've got perfect conditions. You know, it's hard to believe that Mother Nature has really given us some cold weather, lots of good winds, so these ducks are just screaming through from the Dakotas, and it's definitely going to be game on this morning. Hey, and then after our hunt this morning, we're actually going to switch gears, and we have got a great young man gonna shoot his second buck with the bow. So we've got a lot of cool things happening, so make sure you hold on to your heinies and get ready for a great show. Manny's ready. Let's go get him, Manny. All right, shut the lights off. Let's give her the beat. Hey everybody, welcome to our show this week. We're out in the marsh doing a little bit of duck hunting this morning. You know what, we got kind of a perfect day. We've got a lot of snow, which I love hunting in the snow because the birds keeps them moving all the time. And the harder it snows, the better it is for us because it's harder for them to see the decoy pattern and to be able to pick out if the decoys are real or not. You know, it just all around makes a good duck hunting day. We've got a great north wind today, so it should be blowing a lot of these birds from up in the Dakotas back down here this way. It's starting to freeze up there too. So, and of course, Maddie's ready to rock and roll. Hey, I got something new for you guys. You guys, if you want to see our show early, what we're doing is we're putting all of our shows on YouTube. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we're putting our shows up on Friday now, so you can check them out before they hit network. So you can check them out before they hit the network. Looks like it's, there's a lot of birds right here, right here. Okay, lights off. Here we go.
So 658 plus 4. You good? 702. There's like an extreme amount of ice actually in the boat. Snow, ice. This is hardcore, man. On the right there, single.
Right here, right here. Fetch him up, Manny. Fetch him up. Fetch him up, Manny. Fetch him up. Go get him, Manny. Go get him. Go get him, Manny. Fetch him up. Shoot when it's a come.
Sailor, bluebill. Here they come, here they come. Let them come back. Hold on, hold on. Because hopefully, like, see how they're working, they might, yeah, here they come. Here they come, guys, I see them. Ready? Shoot them.
Good girl, fetch him up. Fetch him up, Manny, good girl. We're here. Yep.
Three down. Three, all sailors.
Game on today, I'll tell you that. It was well worth driving back from Minnesota last night. Got back late, you know, and that alarm clock went off at 3 o'clock. I thought, what am I doing? But then I realized it's hunting season. We just keep her moving. Gotta love it. All right, DJ, you're shooting pretty good for a first timer. Here he comes, boys. Got this one, Con? Coming straight in. We're right straight in front of you. He's coming right on the line. Get ready, you guys. Don't let him get out. Nice shoot.
DJ.
Fish him up, Manny. Fish him up. Go get him.
That was DJ. 100% DJ.
Nice shot.
And that is a golden eye, baby.
Nice
Woo.
shot, boys.
Woo, good
Fish him
job,
up, Manny.
DJ.
Good girl. Good
He
girl.
was not
Bring him here.
escaping the spread.
Wow. I didn't even see
Beautiful.
you guys had that sucker covered. It was beautiful to see.
Beautiful.
Standing out. Good girl. You look cold. Come on, let's go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Drop. Okay, let's get in the boat.
Big flocks of
Nice.
ducks over the water.
Nice bird, boys. Maddie. There's a couple below them too, to the right.
Ones go behind us. They were like right behind our heads almost. Here they come, on the left. Get ready. Shoot.
Fetch him up, Eddie! Fetch him up! Hey, Hunter, I'll tell you what, DJ, what a great morning we had. You know what? We actually did pretty good shooting today for sure. I think a lot of it had to do with our spread of our decoys. Definitely, a lot of these birds, they worked right in. We had some perfect shots on these birds. And let's talk a little bit, Hunter, about decoy positioning.
Definitely compared to last time, the birds worked a lot better today. As you can see, we're running about 12.5 mallard decoys, maybe a couple wood ducks mixed in. Some coot will probably be the last day we do that. But we also have diver decoys out there as well. And you know, come later in the year when you start getting migrators down, to mix the divers in, just because you know you never know what you're going to shoot. We've been seeing a lot of bluebills out here, redheads, canvasbacks. So it's nice to mix it in. Right now we've kind of a horseshoe right here where we have the mallards, and they always kind of like to fly into that and work into that. But along the outsides, we got lines of the diver decoys. We got buffleheads out there today, and the divers like to kind of work those lines and work their way up into the ducks. So kind of looking at our decoy spread and how we shot them today on film, you can see how they kind of worked the outsides and worked their way up into us, and we had some awesome shots.
And I think it was a real good thing today that we're starting to mix our decoys up a little bit. No, we've been gone for about a week and a half now. We haven't really had an opportunity to do any duck hunting. But now that we're back home here and we've have all this cold weather, that there's really been a lot more divers, you know, showing up. So I think tomorrow and the next week or two when we're hunting, we'll probably run about maybe 30% mallards and rest diver decoys and mix it up a lot more. It's just that time of year where the divers start coming through, and we definitely love to hunt them. So we're gonna run more. We'll run more numbers of decoys, and we'll run more diver decoys. Hey everybody, guess what time it is? Yes, it is. It's our Leroy lunchtime. And you know, today we're gonna have a brat that I've never had before, and that's kind of the cool part about Leroy Meats. You know, it's a family-owned business. I can't even tell you how many awards they've won, several. They have got some of the freshest products that you could ever imagine. You know what, and today we're gonna try the Bob's Brat, and that's the cool part about it. I know they got over 60 different flavors of brats. Hey Shotgun, let's whip this up on the grill between some more ducks flying in.
Yeah, and Sean teal and brats, big green egg.
That doesn't get any better. What, got your knife? Let's whip them on the grill and see what happens.
Ray Smith, we got flame kiss buns here.
Oh, I love that.
Bob's Brats from Leroy Meats.
Awesome.
Oh man, I don't have no ketchup, Larry.
Dude, give me a break. You don't need ketchup when you're eating a brat from Leroy Meats.
Watch out, they're like 400 degrees. Watch this, you guys. He's gonna burn his mouth.
Oh.
Flanders, you want one?
No.
Sure. Oh, you want two? All right.
The way to
SOL,
go.
Flanders.
You're not hunting unless you're eating.
So for the past few hours this morning, a lot of the ducks have been landing behind us. We were thinking, man, if a guy would drive through with his boat or hunters would back there would shoot, it'd kind of move them again. Well, we got lucky enough that an eagle is actually pushing these ducks off the water.
What kind of duck is it?
I think it's a goldeneye.
It's got to be one of them cripples.
Yep. DJ, we were ice fishing last year, and I kept telling him, man, I hope, you know, this fall we can get you out and duck hunt. He's never went out before. And he texted me yesterday on the way home from Minnesota, actually. He just finished a job early, got the next week off of work. So I'm like, I'm calling him up. Called him out about 11 o'clock last night. Hey, you want to go duck hunt in the morning? Sure. So he got his licenses, his stamps, and I will say, get a choice of sleeping in or watching someone shoot their first duck. I'm gonna take that. That's awesome stuff.
We have seen so many different flocks of swans today, and most of the time when you start seeing swans, that's typically the end of the migration when it comes to waterfowl. So it has really got to be getting cold up to the north of here and out to the west to be pushing these swans through already. I cannot remember seeing swans this early in the year. And snow, swans, you know what I'm thinking? Besides hunting, I'm thinking ice fishing is right around the corner. And make sure you guys check out your augers. You know what, you want to check out that new Jiffy electric auger or one of the new propanes too. So, man, I can't believe I'm thinking about ice fishing already. But it's right there. I'm gonna probably go home in the next couple days and start getting my shacks ready to go. I know you guys think I'm a little crazy, but it's never too early to start getting things ready to go. Get out the Vexlar.
Michael from Heavy Shot in Henry here, talking about our new Heavy Hammer. Heavy Hammer has 85% steel with 15% bismuth over that steel. That bismuth is a 9.6 density pellet. You get knockdown power at great distances. Now, we have a hotter primer this year, a thicker base wad, and a cleaner burning propellant. So at a $19.99 price point, any super steel that's just strictly steel, Heavy Hammer is gonna blow it away. So this year, go out and drop the hammer on some ducks, geese, crane, but this is the ticket right here. Heavy Hammer, drop the hammer.